our DragonCon charity this year, which is the Arthritis Foundation. It is a fantastic foundation. It leads the fight to conquer arthritis in the United States. Men, women, children, you name it. It was founded in 1948 with the goal to attack the challenges of arthritis through a national program to fund medical research and provide better support to patients. The Arthritis Foundation brings hope to children with juvenile arthritis, their families, through life-changing programs, and of course funding for advanced treatment through their committed partnerships. DragonCon this year will match all donations up to $125,000. So it's a really, really big deal, really great thing, and you can donate in so many ways. One way that you can actually donate is our official DragonCon event, charity event partner, which is called Coloring for Charity. It's going to be at the Hyatt Learning Center from 7 p.m. to midnight. You can find us there selling the DragonCon art from many DragonCon artists. You're going to see the coloring book. This is volume 4 of the coloring book. We talked about it last night on The Late Show. The coloring book is one of my favorite things at DragonCon. It's so fun, and I highly recommend you go out and buy one because you'll be giving to the Arthritis Foundation while you do. Now, some of the art that we're going to be having is the 70th anniversary of Godzilla by Matt Frank. We also have $10 just as well if you just want to give a donation directly. The atmosphere at that event is going to be calming. We're going to have some people, playing lo-fi beats, and you can also find those coloring books if you can't make it tomorrow or today to that. You can find the coloring books at the Marriott vendor, the charity events booth there, the art show, which is the comics and pop art alley, the art show, which is at the Hyatt, and then here at the AmericasMart, which is comics and pop art alley, and that's in AmericasMart 2. Now, it's DragonCon. We know you all are going to be getting your steps in this weekend. We want you to be able to know that if you can donate, you will be helping so many other people. So get those steps in, go check out the charity events that we have going on. And we have this DragonCon medal, which is really, really cool. It's the 5K medal. You can go in the 5K, which is awesome. It's wonderful. And you can register for the DragonCon Hustle, which is where you can pick the medal up for the con. Now, this year's medal features the Trek track, and when you sign up, when you select your favorite track at DragonCon, that means that DragonConTV will also be a track you could select. So if you like DragonConTV, you can choose us. I'm not saying anything, but I'm just saying, I'm not saying anything, but DragonConTV. All right. Am I abusing my position talking about DragonConTV here? Is that a conflict of interest? I don't know. I still think we're the best, but hey. Once you sign up, race medals can be picked up from the charity events booth at the Marriott on the marquee level. That's one below the lobby on Saturday from 10 to 6, Sunday from 10 to 6, and on Monday from 10 to 2. DragonCon also partners with Life South. We had a great segment last year. Last night, we actually had Life South on to talk about the blood drive. Please give blood. It helps so many people. All donors receive a t-shirt, but there are 3 different pins you can also snag. So when you give blood, you get a pin as well. And if you give more blood, you might get a second pin. So just keep that in mind. Thank you to those, of course, who've already donated to the Arthritis Foundation and to Life South. Now, we're going to be transitioning right into our next guest, which is Sean Flaherty. He is our chairman. Sean, you're right here with us. It's magical. You just appeared. How are you doing tonight?
I'm good tonight. Thanks for having me, Will.
Thank you for
events. You can sort it by our different tracks. We have we have 2 locations actually. We're here in AmericasMart Building 3.
Okay.
We also have a lot of activities in the West End. So our tabletop gaming track is there. Our video gaming track is there. On the 14th floor of the West End, we have our social deception games, like Werewolf. We also have our Starship Bridge simulators there.
That's going to be so cool.
We have 2 of them this year. We actually have Artemis and one called New Horizons, and you can guess what that's based on.
Oh, probably Star Trek Voyager, right? Yeah,
just
probably.
And then we also have our LARPs over there, and we've got actually a Star Wars-based LARP added to the lineup this year.
That
here
is so cool.
in Mart Building 3, we've got all of our video games, and within that we have their LAN gaming, which you can sign up for LAN games and see all the things that are available.
Actually, it's happening kind of behind us right
behind
here.
us, actually, yeah. and we have console gaming. And actually VR as well, but I think we're going to talk about that a little more in a minute.
Yeah,
we have
we've got
miniatures,
so much great
games,
stuff.
and our paint and take, which is a huge.
So tell me about the paint and take.
So the paint and take, I mean, it's huge on Thursday nights because one of the best things is open. You can go get a miniature, paint it yourself, and they also have the Golden Dragon competition. So if you fancy yourself a pro level painter, you paint a miniature and submit
I happen to know
it.
a few people who like to paint. You don't want me to. I'm all over. It will be one color or a blob of color, but I know people who would love that.
It's amazing the things that win, and there's all kinds of categories and different age groups as well.
That's so cool. You know, there's so many tracks that you talked about under gaming, and all that gaming has to offer. Is there any particular part of gaming you wish people knew? I know for me, that was my very first DragonCon in 2007. I spent the most time in the gaming hall. It was awesome, and it's one of my favorite things. What would you say that people need to know?
You know, some of that stuff that I mentioned in the West End doesn't get as much attention. The Starship simulators are super cool.
Okay.
And then we've got, you know, the card games and board games everybody knows. We actually have traditional, old school, 1980s style, 90s style stand-up video games.
Oh, wow.
Which I go hang out at. It's nostalgia for me.
So I need to come this year is what you're telling me.
Yeah. And then role-playing games, you know, there's all the modern tabletop role-playing games, but we also have a lot of games that are throwbacks. We're actually running D&D first edition games, believe it or not. And we have things like Paranoia.
That's so cool.
And Gamma World even. I don't know if you know the sci-fi Gamma World game.
Yeah,
from,
that's amazing. I mean, this hall is huge. This has got to be triple or more than the size in 2007.
What, the Hilton?
Yeah, I mean, goodness. You know, you were saying the app. The app's a great thing. Are there specific gaming events in the app?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have board gaming tournaments for things like Wingspan and Terraforming Mars. Everything literally is in the app. Every role-playing game is in there.
That's
every
so
board
cool.
game and our collectible card games, Magic the Gathering, and a lot of other things like that.
That's so cool. You all make sure you use the app. You can even put the app on your watch. It's fantastic. You can swipe through and look at what's going on. I actually schedule my things in my own calendar so I don't forget. I wanted to talk about one more thing here. You said there was something about a social event happening on Friday, Sprout Social or something?
So the Final Fantasy 14, the video gaming track is hosting
That's at FF Online, right? 14? Or no? I think it is, yeah.
So, but the social is not online. The social is at the video gaming track.
This is in person. You can actually see the people.
Yeah, Friday night, 8 p.m. It's a community gathering. It's where they do their big fundraiser. They raised $1,300 for last year's charity. They're hoping to beat that this year.
Wow, and so that's at the Westin Augusta E through H.
That's correct.
On Friday.
Friday night.
Okay, Friday night. Check it out. It's in the app. It's pretty awesome. I just want to say thank you. I know we've got the VR gaming to talk about. What would you tell us about VR gaming here?
We've got 2 VR consoles here, and the gaming hall is open from 9 a.m. to 2 a.m. every day. So they've got 2 consoles. They're doing MetaQuest 2 and 3. Come by and check it out.
That is so cool. That is awesome. Thank you, Sean. It's been a pleasure having you on tonight.
Thanks, Will.
We appreciate you. Come down to the gaming hall, and you can actually check out everything that is here to offer as well. Sean will be here as well. He'll be happy to tell you all about it.
I don't know if that's a selling point, Will, but okay.
I'm telling you, it's awesome here. So we are appreciative. Thank you so very much.
Appreciate it.
No, we have a lot going on here at DragonCon, if I can turn the page. And, you know, last night we kicked off DragonCon with the Onesie Wednesday party and the countdown to DragonCon 2024. DC TV News correspondent B. Orgain was on the scene last night, so let's go ahead and take a look at what's happening.
Hi, it's B with DragonConTV. I'm here in the Marriott where we are partying and counting down to the beginning of DragonCon 2024. It is Onesie Wednesday and I can't wait to see what people have on. Hi Barbie! Hi DragonCon!
I'm Rockham. And I'm Sock'em. And we're here to take you to the mat.
It's Hey Hey. Hi Hey Hey. There you have it.
We are the other grand.
We are the other nice grand. Now go away, you son of a silly person, before we boil your bottoms. I blow my nose at you.
I fought in your general direction. I slapped my bum at you. Now go away.
Before we thought you were second.
I'm with Pokemon Pokemon Trainatoria. Did you catch them all?
I sure did. I caught them all at DragonCon 2024.
Imagine that. I found some dragons at DragonCon. What would you like to say?
Welcome home, DragonCon.
Bangarang!
Bangarang!
I caught them all! Are you a platypus? Bury the platypus!
We traveled from the Shire to DragonCon 2024.
Alright, we traveled from the Shire to party at DragonCon.
We traveled from the Shire to DragonCon 2024.
They've been partying a little bit too much. You know what you call a group of Buckies? A bushel of Bucky boys. It's B from DragonConTV. It's time for me to sign off and go to sleep.
Wasn't that awesome? You know, the onesie party last night, it was fantastic. You saw me in my Winnie the Pooh on, the Late Show last night. But that's not, there's so many different kinds of onesies out there. You know, it was wonderful. So I hope you get a chance to wear your onesie this weekend. Now, we're going right to our next guest, and I'm really excited about this. Right here we have Devin L. Kurtz. I feel like everyone should already know you because you designed the T-shirt for this year. Not the actual black T-shirt, but the art that's on the T-shirt.
Art.
That thing's amazing. Welcome.
Oh, thank you so much for having me.
So tell me about this.
Yeah.
This is so cool. There's so much going on here. You've got the dragon. It looks like something's open above them, and it looks like a hoard of something, gold, or I don't know. Tell me what's going on here.
Yeah, so the idea for this, which was like a co-idea between me and Jamie Reeves, who runs the Artist Alley, who commissioned me for this, is that the dragon broke in through the top of the AmericasMart building and made its way all the way down to the exhibit hall, where it made a hoard of golden merchandise. So you can actually see the upper floors up above and the Pop Art Alley sign.
Oh yeah, you got that little sign there at the top.
Yeah, and he took all the plushies and the toys and the clothes, everything gold from the exhibit
really cool.
hall, and made a hoard of it.
So that's a hoard of plushies.
Yes.
Of plushies.
Yeah.
That is so cool. So what inspired you to create this design?
So for a while I've been making art of dragons with like unusual hoards. Like I have a dragon with a hoard of books and a dragon with a hoard of arcade toys. And so I wanted to make another piece kind of in that series, but for DragonCon.
You know, this is so amazing. It's almost got a sense of surrealism to it. You know, I want to know what was special about this to you that you came up with that you feel is just like a neat something you tucked in there?
Oh, sure. Well, I was a dragon kid. I feel like there's different kinds of kids. Some kids are wolf kids, and other kids are dragon kids, and I was a dragon kid.
I'm a phoenix kid.
Right,
I'm just saying,
sure.
Rise from the ashes kind of thing.
Beautiful. Yeah,
yes,
exactly.
Yes. All right,
you
so
get it.
I love this. I love everything about this. In fact, I love the back even more, because I saw something really neat in the back.
Oh, yeah. So on the back, I actually did a little miniature version of the art.
Oh, look at that. That is so cool. So that's the dragon on top of...
Yes.
Oh my gosh, and it's a plushie.
Yeah,
it's
as a plushie. So, he became a plushie.
That is cool. That is so cool. This hoard here is so amazing, but you're not just an artist. I've heard you also like to write.
I do, yes.
So tell us about your writing.
Yeah, well, my first picture book is coming out later this year on October 1st.
So you did the art, I'm assuming,
I did the
for
art
picture
too,
book.
yeah. It's this guy here.
Oh, cool.
Oh, yeah.
So you got the bakery dragon? Oh my gosh, that's a hoard of bakery goods.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
So, I've always loved to write. I always loved to come up with stories, and illustration has been part of my writing and storytelling for a long time, because I feel like it's kind of like the wordless language. where, you know, I can paint a picture and then I can, you know,
cool.
impart the story into the mind of the viewer just from looking at it. But it's been really cool to have the opportunity to also, like, you know, write a real book, write words, you know, practice a new craft.
So when does this come out?
It comes out October 1st.
October 1st. So that's going to be something, you know, it's fantastic. The art here is just beautiful. It's soft, but it's elegant, and it's a little different than the art on the t-shirt.
It is, yeah.
Your style has a really neat kind of way of blending, but still standing out different. I love that.
Thank you.
I love everything about that. Going back to your t-shirt real quick, I believe you said you have some, not framed, but you have some actual prints that you signed.
Yeah. So if you like the art, but you're not a t-shirt person, at my Artist Alley booth in the Pop Art Alley, I have 100 limited edition prints. There's only ever going to be 100. They were so kind and generous to let me make those. But yeah, they're available at my table.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. You know, I really love this. I cannot wait to read your book on October 1st, unless you just don't mind one disappearing. I'm just saying, it's awesome. So thank you so much. It's been a pleasure to have you here tonight.
Thank you so much.
And thank you for being with us here at DragonCon Update. You're going to be at Comics and Pop Artist Alley all weekend, right?
Yes.
Go to her booth, help support her, buy those prints, talk to her, just say hi. She'll sign your t-shirt.
Yes.
Lots and lots of cool stuff that's happening. So thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate you, Devin. All right, we are going right here to the end of our show because you know what? I know that wrestling is coming on and you all stopped liking me about 5 minutes before wrestling, which is imminent. So I need to make sure we get over to wrestling. And we do have the independent wrestlers, the best from all over the United States. They're going to be showcasing their fearsome skills tonight and for 3 exciting hours from 7 to 10 p.m. So you are going to have an awesome time. You can watch it on DCTV. You can actually go to DragonCon Wrestling. It is so cool. And it's all hosted by WWE Hall of Famer Rikishi. And be ready to rumble. That's all I can say. So have a great time there. And you know, I want to go ahead and say a couple more things. We have some things happening this weekend. We have tonight at 7 p.m. the all ages boasting contest, May the Best Storyteller Prevail, at 7 p.m. at the Grand Augusta. And then you can also go to the 80s prom. We have the neon lights, big hair, rad tunes are awaiting, and of course, get that dance on. You'll have an awesome time. Nemesis is there tonight at the 8-Bit Bash. I mentioned that last time. That is awesome, yesterday on The Late Show. And of course, Dark Shift will provide you with a dose of nostalgia and video games. And you can start your con with a great big mashup. We've got the Bunny Hutch. It is awesome. There's so much cool. It is 21 plus and up, and that's okay. You're gonna have a great time. The kids have other stuff in the morning. But you got a great weekend planned. We're gonna be here for you. The Late Show is gonna be on at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. I always think it's on the half hour. That's why I'm always like, why is it already on? Because I'm late to the Late Show. It'll be on at 9 a.m. tomorrow. You'll see Brian, Steven. We're gonna have a great time there. And then you'll see me again tomorrow night and every night through the con here at DragonCon Update at 6:30 p.m. I'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Have a great con, everyone.